At the world-renowned Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, a math problem that had stumped the entire student body was surprisingly solved by an ordinary janitor during his work breaks. When others discovered this, the shocking news quickly spread throughout the campus, and even vacationing professors rushed back upon hearing about it. Previously, nearly all those who had solved this problem were Fields Medal recipients, the Nobel Prize equivalent in the mathematics world. It was clear that this top-tier university had produced another genius. The next day, everyone was eager to learn the identity of the person who cracked the challenging problem. However, as the crowded classroom full of people tried to locate the genius, no one stood up. Left with no choice, the professor resorted to the same method again, writing an even harder problem on the blackboard. This problem had taken the university's professors 2 years to solve, and he hoped that the mysterious genius would emerge once more. Unbeknownst to everyone, the legendary genius was temporarily detained by the police for fighting on the street. Will, the janitor, narrowly escaped prosecution but still faced potential charges from the police station within 2 weeks. Will was actually an orphan who had dropped out of school at a young age. He had been shuffled between multiple foster homes, nearly always fleeing due to abuse. Now, he could only sustain himself through various part-time jobs. Despite his injuries not having fully healed, Will had to continue working. That day, he noticed the new difficult problem the professor had put on the blackboard and inadvertently began solving it. Shockingly, his sole hobby amidst his harsh life was mathematics, and he happened to excel at it. Just as he was about to solve the problem, the professor who had posed the question happened to pass by. Mistaking Will for a troublemaker, the professor loudly interrupted him on the spot. In a panic, Will wrote down the answer and turned to leave. The professor wanted to confront him, but to his surprise, the rebellious Will politely greeted the professor before quickly disappearing around the corner of the hallway. Left with no choice, the professor returned to the blackboard and carefully examined it. He was stunned, thinking he must be dreaming. An ordinary janitor had solved a problem in mere minutes that had taken the professors 2 years to crack. A genius with rare talent had ended up as a mere janitor. After leaving the school, Will mentioned to his friends a restaurant located near Harvard.